Hello and a really warm welcome to this week's video where we are going to be exploring the importance of understanding your why. So this isn't a brand new theory and it isn't even my theory, and if you listen to this and want to know more and you actually want to go further with this work, you can do. It is from Simon Sinek and his book Start With Why. And I really love this work of actually taking some time and following the steps I'm just about to share with you, really help as a business owner to connect you with the very reason why you exist and why your business exists. And when you tap into this knowledge and then communicate it out to your audience, it is so powerful. So in the book, Start With Why, Simon really explores the difference between Apple's approach to marketing and product creation via their competitors. And I think that's a really clear example of how you've got one creator, one manufacturer, one brand that really stands out from the rest. And that's kind of what you want to achieve in your business as well. We are in a marketplace that's very exciting. However, there are a lot of people online, and a lot of people vying for the attention of your audience. However, when you actually really explore and understand and use your why, it really helps you to elevate yourself and actually get seen and heard by those people that you want to work with. So lots of great reasons why you should complete this work. And in a moment, I'm going to give you 3 really simple steps that you can use in your business right now to really understand where you are with understanding your why and communicating it to your audience. So understanding your why really gives you that clarity to yourself in the first place about who you are. And then when you understand that, it really helps you to communicate that out to the wider audience. And the importance of this is that it allows your soulmate clients to self-select. It allows your audience to see you as the individual that you are, to understand the skills and everything that you've got to bring to the party, and for them to select that yes, they're interested in you. And that's exactly what we want, isn't it? We want really easy strategies that you can use that helps people to naturally come towards you and come into your world, so then you can work on developing a relationship with that person. And for me, it's always about putting yourself and your client at the heart of everything that you do. This isn't about, saying, look, this person over here, they're super successful, why don't you just do everything that they do? Because as I said earlier, you are an individual, and it's absolutely essential for you that you allow yourself and you trust yourself sufficiently to be that individual in business. And believe it or not, it doesn't matter how many more people there are doing what you do. There are those people who will be drawn to you. So the clearer you can get on your why, the clearer it will be for you in terms of creating your content, nailing your message, and it will be so much easier for your audience to be able to identify that you are for them. So understanding your why builds 3 things. The first one is it builds understanding from you in the first instance about who you are, why you're even here, why does your business exist, and also understanding out to the wider world. You don't really want to work with everybody in the world, but it allows you to narrow down and talk to those people who are your soulmate clients. It allows them to understand who you are, what you're making a stand for, and how you can help and support them create the change that they're looking for in their business or in their lives. The second aspect of understanding and using why is it builds rapport, and rapport is like a really essential element. When we are busy in our businesses, we often forget about the importance of rapport. And the reason why we want to be focusing on creating rapport is that once rapport is built with you and your audience, is when rapport is built, the next thing that happens is trust. And only when you get people into a state of trust will they actually come and choose to work with you. So we want to be doing everything we can as business owners to build rapport with our audience. And therefore that leads to the third element, which is trust. So your rapport is about you drawing the right people to you, to have content, to have stories, to have like your stories, to have case studies, to have empathy and understanding with those people. And when you can demonstrate that through your content, that's when trust is established. And trust, as I said, is essential, and it's the third element to why understanding your why is really important. So with this, you're looking to, first of all, build understanding, build rapport, and ultimately get to having trust between you and your warm lead with your audience, so that when you have your next prospect, your next offer, they are ready to receive it and they've already got to that place of trust. So, as I promised, I'm going to share 3 ways to get started with your why. I completed this work recently with a group of amazing business owners who came and worked with me at my live event. And this was relevant to people if they were, I had people in the room who were new to business, I had people in the room who'd been in business for a little while. And also, this is really relevant as well, is that I had people who were phasing out elements of their existing work and looking to bring in new aspects. So wherever you are in business, wherever you are on that scale, this is just a piece of work that you can complete within kind of the next 10, 15 minutes. And obviously you can just grab your notebook now and your pen and actually jot down these questions and answer them as honestly to yourself as possible. And you will begin to understand how much you actually use this strategy already in your business, and maybe some of the areas that you can refocus on bringing your why into your business. So the first area that I want you to look at is for you to think about understanding your why. Ask yourself, what is your why? Why do you have the business that you currently have? Why do you get out of bed every day to run this business? And why do people choose to come and work with you? And the final element to that is to think about why people should come and work with you. So they're the kind of questions that I want you to answer. And that's going to give you a whole load of clarity about, who you are, what you're doing, and why people should come and work with you. And don't worry, I'm going to share in a minute how you can use this information. It's not just an exercise and then you close your book and you do nothing else with it. The understanding of why is a really brilliant, powerful strategy for you to use and proactively in your business to grow it. The second step is to actually go a little bit deeper. So once you've answered as much as you can, and you might have several responses to those first questions, is to go a little bit deeper, to really tap into that key mission, that key vision that you have for your clients, and one of the crux of why you are actually here. And that is to answer this question. So on behalf of your soulmate clients, what on their behalf are you making a stand for? And this is a really brilliant way to release that passion that you have. Maybe you're making a stand for people who are massive introverts and find it really difficult to speak on stage. Or perhaps you're making a stand for people who have hit a certain income goal and they keep repeating it year after year, and you're making a real stand for supporting those people to break beyond that income goal. My own personal mission, and the reason that I am here in business, in particular in 2020, is to help and support women to have their breakthrough year. So regardless of where women are, whether they're starting out or around in the middle where they're maybe stuck with their particular income goal, or they're ready to up level everything in their business and their life and actually really create amazing momentum and growth in their business. And I'm all in, and I'm really making a stand for those women who are working really hard in the business, and yes, that they are ready to achieve and generate their own breakthrough in this particular year. So that's what I'm making a stand for. So think about it for your, for you, your business, and for your audience and your soulmate clients. What are you making a stand for on their behalf? And just, here we're not worrying about the how or any of those things. We're just journaling, we're just making notes, with everything being a possibility, and for you to dream as big and juicy as possible. And the third step to using and understanding your why in your business to grow your business is for you to now review everything you've created, review everything that's come up for you whilst you've been listening to this content. And it's for you to check in on, on your platforms, thinking about, is your message really clear? Is your why, that bigger mission, is it clear to your audience what you're making a stand for, what you're here to achieve? Is it clear who you are in business, why you're different from other people, why people should come and work with you? Is it clear about who you're here to work with? So think about how your why actually is currently being communicated. You maybe want to look at your website, look at your social media posts, look at anything else that you create, and just reflect and review how much of your why actually comes through that. And if it does, brilliant, you're on track, keep going, be consistent with it. If you're thinking, oh, well, actually, there's a lot of these things that's been uncovered through doing this work with Rachel that I want to bring out more in my messaging. And that is great. You have that information now and you can go make a difference. So just think about, how much of that message that you've just written down is clearly being communicated from yourself. So have a look at that. The final element to checking in is really essential. It's about alignment, isn't it? So I'm all about alignment. I'm not a fan of saying, here's a formula, go and apply it, and everybody has to look and feel and sound the same in business. We are all individuals, and the more confident that you become of being that individual in business, the more success you will actually create. So I want for you to look at what you have created around understanding and nailing your why, and looking at how much in alignment you are with that message. Is that the truth? Have you got sucked into thinking that you have to be and do similar things to other people in your industry, but actually it doesn't really feel that great for you? So I really want to encourage you to ensure that anything that you do going forward in your business and starting with your why is in a true alignment with who you are. Do you read through the statements, the notes that you made when I took you through that first exercise? Does it really fire up? Does it get you really excited about what you're here to do and what your business is here to do? And if that's hell yeah, this is totally me, I'm really excited, this is great, it's really spurred me on, it's given me some motivation, that is fabulous. If there are elements where you're like, I kind of feel like I'm playing it a little bit safe or similar to other people in my industry, it's really time to go back to those messages and really be honest and truthful with yourself. The more that you can be genuine, the more that you can be in alignment, is the greater pull that you'll have from your audience, the greater connection with your audience. They will be able to feel how authentic you are. And alignment is going to come up in all of these videos that I'm creating for you, because it is absolutely essential. And it kind of comes from my own personal experience of when I first started out in business, believing that I had to behave in a particular way. And that came from old programming that I had from my career that I'd left to run my business. So it happens to us all. Okay, if you have got any questions about what I've shared today in this video, you can post the links below. You can contact me via my Facebook group, which is Awesome Women in Business, and you can find me on Facebook under Rich Smith, the Business Grower, and you can privately message me as well. So until the next video, have a really great time discovering and nailing your why. Bye for now.